set the timer. My session is about keyboard shortcuts to make your life easier. I took the word keyboard off because actually some things are actually just great little things without the keyboard. But that's the sort of the focus that I want to try and sort of share with you during this session, because as a few people have said, when it comes to implementation and getting good at these things, like Ollie said in this session, you know, be brilliant at a few things. And one of the things that can really help with your productivity is getting really good at using keyboard shortcuts. And it is that marginal gains approach. A few people have mentioned the marginal gains thing during the course of the evening as well, and aggregating these little things so that you're able to make efficiencies, make improvements, all these sort of things. It goes down to what I call the Bananarama effect. And it ain't so much what you do, it's the way that you do it. And obviously Bananarama coined that phrase in their song out of the 80s. So speaking out of the 80s, you know, technology back then was you know, that sort of thing. I remember we had a BBC B microcomputer that I got to sort of play around with once every very, very short while. But there wasn't much technology available. We ended up doing silly things with calculators like you can see on that image there. And that was technology when I was a kid. But there's so many great things you can do with technology now to make us so much more efficient and effective and better. So when it comes to keyboard shortcuts, the basics are simple things like this, you know, copy and paste and cut, you know, so you can do that really simply. If you're using a Chromebook or a Windows device, that's where you've got the control option, the command, the CMD option there stands for command if you're a Mac user. But these are real sort of, you know, simple things you can do just to you know, move things around. You're grabbing resources or chopping text up or all these sort of things. But yeah, even there, just that microsecond of highlighting, then going to the toolbar, and then coming back down, and that's just saving you so much time. If you can just with those sort of 4 options there, can massively help you be more productive with what you do with technology when you're using it, either for creating resources or what you're doing with your children in the classroom. Have you ever had a big document as well, and you spend, you know, you've got 800 words. Let's say you're a teacher and you're marking an essay and you're looking for certain keywords that you want the children to have included. Well, don't spend all that time reading it. It does help to read it. But if you want to be more efficient, just press Control and F and type the words you're looking for. I've made mistakes as well before now, you know, with typing and the wrong, I've spelled a word wrong, or there's a name I want to change throughout a document. If you, rather than doing Control and F, if you do Control and H or Command and H in things like Word, Excel, so forth and so on, that gives you the replace option as well as find. So you search for the word you're looking for. Let's say it's bookie, and you want to replace it with the word headphones. So you search for bookie, replace with headphones, replace all, and it'll go through the entire document and change them all in one go. So again, just little things that can make you more effective, more efficient, and a bit more productive. Other sort of baseline ones, real sort of simple ones to take on board are things like Control and Z for undo. But a really underutilized one is redo. And if you're trying to apply similar things to lots of different things, just highlights it to get it ready to do whatever you want to do, and then do Control and Y or Command and Y, and it will redo the previous action. That could be things around bulleting lists or all sorts of stuff. But again, speeding you up, being much more effective and efficient just through the use of a simple keyboard shortcut. Screenshots are really helpful and useful as well. And here's the sort of different command keys you have to press in order to do them on your device. Yet you can still press print screen, but a better option is to do Windows key and Shift and S if you're on a Windows device. That'll save the screenshot to your clipboard. That's the place where stuff goes when you do copy and paste, right? And when you then want to go somewhere, rather than having a file saved somewhere, just go into your destination. So let's say you found something, a news report, you want to grab it. So you use Windows Shift and S, grab it, jump into PowerPoint where you want to put it in as your resource, so you share with your students, do Control and V, and then boom, that picture's straight there. That similar process there with the Mac and the Chromebook as well. And then making use of dictation on your device, and it doesn't have to be specific to Mac or iOS. It works in Windows as well with Windows key and H, in Google tools like Google Docs. Go to tools and voice typing. It only allows you to do it in Google Slides into your speaker notes at the bottom, but use your voice. Ollie mentioned using your voice for feedback, but use your voice to dictate as well. Save you a whole hoot of time doing all of that. And then to wrap up with 6 seconds left, here are some ninja keyboard shortcuts to help. And I know Nina Jackson will like these. But if you ever copied something from somewhere, let's say you found some text on the internet somewhere on the BBC News site or something, and you go into Word and you paste it, and the text just goes bonkers, and you're like, what on earth is happening here? The reason why that happens is because when you do that copying thing, it's not just copying the text, it's copying all the formatting that comes with it. If you add the Shift key into that equation when you do Control and V, so just Control, Shift and V, okay, then that will strip out that formatting, and it'll paste it as plain text and take on the formatting you've already got inside your document. Many a nightmare saved there. Typing a message via DM, press Control and Enter, or Command and Enter to send it. Writing an email in Outlook, press Control and Enter when you're done, off the email goes. Be mindful though, if you're writing an email in haste, maybe just put it into drafts first. Sometimes you close tabs by mistake. A great keyboard shortcut to bring that back, which is a great teacher superpower, is Control, Shift and T. If you're on a Mac, Command, Shift and T. Another one which is really useful, I find as well, is Control and K. Highlight the text, press Control and K, and then you can easily type in a hyperlink. And if you want to see or copy a hyperlink in a web page that you're on at any time, simply press Control and L, and that will highlight the URL that's at the top. And then all you've got to do is press Control and C. Jump into the tool you want to drop it into, and that's it. So look, some really simple little things that you could add to your teaching and learning repertoire. I missed another favorite out of here as well, which is Alt and Tab, or if you're on a Mac, it's Command and Tab. But the Alt and Tab option allows you to easily switch as well between open programs that you've got there as well, which is a real time saver, saving you having to go down to your dock at the bottom, find the app, load it up, much quicker. Anyway, I know that I'm over time and I feel bad for doing it, so I will stop talking. I just need to wrap up and say that if you want to find out more, please visit my website, ictevangelist.com. But please do